Hello everybody, this is Tim from Mainly Muscle Cars along with cameraman Ken, and here we are again looking at a 67 Mustang Coupe. Really neat car, very fun. Came from a longtime owner who's owned it for the past 16 years. He bought it from his father-in-law. So there's some really good documentation on this one. Excellent records have been kept as far as what has been done. In those records are full rebuild on the engine, a full rebuild on the transmission. Upgrades have been done. This one has four-wheel disc brakes. It also has a completely rebuilt front end. That front end has some really good performance modifications. It has the Shelby relocate on the upper control arms. It has Heim jointed radius arms, or actually strut rods, depending on whatever manufacturer you're talking about. It also has the spring saddles have bearings in them, so that suspension moves very freely. The car handles excellent. It has 16-inch vintage 45 wheels, which are nice, and it also has some BF Goodrich tires. Now these are the Comp TAs, so a nice aggressive tire as far as excellent traction, but good in the rain. Kind of a good all-around tire you can drive, very nice and comfortable. Custom alignment specs. I personally have driven this one quite a ways. It feels really good, even at 75. It's nice and smooth. The engine is smooth. You're not chasing it all down the road. I put some miles on I-5. It just did really well. It has kind of upgrades performance-wise. It has an Edelbrock aluminum intake manifold and the matching Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor. Now it's a 500 CFM carb, which is perfect for a nice mild 289. It has a hypo exhaust manifolds, which are nice too. That's a good setup, so you really don't have to worry about the header leaks like on a lot of different kinds of headers. So nice, good performance modification that's very reliable. Paint on this is 16 years old. Receipts for the paint, but it wasn't a high-end repaint. They actually did have the emblem that went back here on the taillight panel. I have not found that one yet, so there are some holes in the taillight panel for an emblem that is currently not on it. But overall, the body's good and straight. It has the original floors in it. It did have lower quarter patches put in. But overall, this is one you look for as a good, clean driver. Just as something to get in and you want to drive it daily and kind of put it through its paces and have some fun. This would be an excellent candidate, simply because there's been so much stuff done. I mean, it's got new springs, new shocks, and again, all that is documented in the receipts. We'll go ahead and jump in and we'll go for a little drive. Okay, we're back again doing the drive video in the 67 Mustang Coupe. Anyway, great driver, a ton of work done on that front suspension, so this is kind of done with a real idea towards a sporting drive, especially with the four-wheel disc brakes and those Comp tires. So what we do, we kind of select a little bit of a country back road here, just kind of go through some corners and just see how strong Kenny's wrists are. So anyway, we're not going that fast. But the whole idea is just to see just how flat this car handles and how well it handles the curves, which it does really well. Again, all the suspension work has been documented. There's a nice little S to do. So, car handles very flat. It's got a big, I believe it's like 1 1/8 inch bar in it with urethane bushings, Shelby relocate on the control arms, radius, radius arms with the Heim link setup on it. So, in fact, there's a Porsche. But anyway, real neat car, very fun on the roads. We had a lot of fun driving this one. Like I say, it's not a drag racer, but if you're looking for something to drive every day and have fun with, this would be a great car. So it kicks down. Transmission shift's nice. You just get a good bump. It's not a big shift kit, but it is a nice sporting shift kit, so you kind of get a good firm shift, so it's a good healthy transmission. But anyway, lots of good stuff to talk about on this one. Good car, a great car, not a perfect car, but lots of stuff to talk about. So feel free to give us a call or an email.